takeaway time. Tim, take us over takeaways and let's do
Yeah,
our
I'm
best.
just noticing all the chats too. We might need to have like a VIP. We used to do back in the day, like everybody turn on your cameras and let's have a chat, right? We need to find a way to do that again. Really fast takeaways because I know we're running out of time. So we started with honest, no BS. What do you mean that there is an organizational void between data and decisions? And you said that, the CDO and their organization and what they've been driving has tended to be directed, right? It's not necessarily their fault, but directed towards a skill set that's more technical and a focus that's more around the sort of the platform and enabling the sort of the foundation. And then, looking for sort of the use cases and impact that you can have with that foundation and really exposing the data, making it visible and understandable to the organization, but not necessarily what really truly is needed, which is cozying up to the decision capability that is embedded within all the different parts of the organization that tells it when you see situation X, you should do Y. Or if you have a key metric or North Star metric A, how do you make it go up or how do you make it go down, whether that's good or bad, right? That's where the energy needs to go and where impactful chief data officers in their organizations need to focus as we go forward. So I'll make that my takeaway. Juan, what was your biggest takeaway?
Right. So we talked a lot about like, okay, what is the situation? Question is like, what is the right model? Decision systems, right? Deconstruct the most important decisions, how they are made, and leading indicators and systems that allow them to be effectively made, right? You said like there's a mantra like Southwest, like, is this better for the customer? Like that's the way people make these decisions around that. We discussed about the use case versus decisions, right? So what are you trying to do with what am I doing with this? What is the outcome? You shouldn't struggle telling me what are your decisions that you make every week, and because coming up with use cases can be a harder thing. We talked about your 3 E's: the establish, enable, and exploit. And which you're saying that the establish and enable themselves are things that are kind of being automated. And right now, exploit is a stuff that we really need to go focus. And that's the true exploit is where that data transformation happens and that mandate falls apart. Where does this all go? Well, maybe the data organization starts to become smaller. Governance going to go somewhere else, or the team or this is the CDO, the team that is providing the knowledge, the semantics, the analytical tooling, the MLOps tooling, the support for the decisions. So the CDOs are providing the decision infrastructure, not the decisions themselves. And at the end of the day, this should be done in conjunction with the COO. So you've really kind of presented like not just how data transforms the organization, but just how there's like it's a meta transformation here, how the data itself needs to transform to enable the organization itself to be able to transform. How did we do?
I think you're doing well. I mean, it's been blowing my mind as I've been sitting there trying to think about this in the last 3 months, but I genuinely feel like I've slammed into this wall, I think, a number of times. And I think that the void that I'm trying to describe is real. It's certainly been recognized by a lot of people in the LinkedIn posts. I've been trying to make it clear. I see in the comments there's some people are saying decisions are only made once, but I think decisions are repeatable or made every single week. What's the price of this week? How many should I buy? Where am I going to market to? I think you can decompose probably 20% of decisions in the organization really affect the bottom line or the North Star. Work on those, get those to be really humming with proper support metrics and proper processes. And I think the organization will start to perform and then start to work on the others that come after it. But you're right. The way I'm thinking about this transformation is not just, if you're going to transform around data, you need to transform around what data exposes in order to truly take the benefit of it. Otherwise, you're just improving, which is great, but who wants improvement? Nobody's going to invest millions in, let's get it a bit better.